Good morning, everyone. I'm Hiroshi Matsumoto. Today, I'd like to explain about the situation regarding renewable energy in Japan. So, in general, uh, renewable energy is defined as energy that is derived from natural processes that are replenished at a higher rate than they are consumed. The definition is from IEA, International Energy Agency. And usually people think renewable energy is important because it's an effective tool to halt global warming. But in Japan, renewable energy has a different meaning. As you may know, Japan experienced a huge, massive earthquake in 2011, and it caused a serious nuclear power plant accident in Fukushima. And today, more than 100,000 people away from their hometown. They can't go back to their place. And as a result, the anxiety for nuclear power plants is aroused in Japanese society, and people wanted to stop all nuclear power plants, and now no nuclear power plants is under operation. So the Japanese government decided to develop alternative energy sources, and one important option was renewable energy. And these are the policies for promoting renewable energy. It's implemented in 2012. The key factor is feed-in tariff. It's a mandatory purchase at fixed prices. So the government forced the major major electric utility company to purchase renewable energy at high enough prices to pay for the investment. And the contract term is very long. It's 20 years, basically 20 years. And the cost for implementing this policy would be shared by consumers. So basically no power company pay for the cost. They just transfer the cost to consumers. And these are the results. So for solar power, the government set the highest price, like 42 cents per kilowatt hour. And it led to the huge expansion. And the capacity increased from 5,600 megawatts to around 24,000 megawatts. So increased by 3,200%. And wind power, the price was middle, and the effect was not large. Only 12% increased within 3 years, from March 2012 to March 2015. And there are other type of renewable energies. Geothermal power also had a middle price, and almost there are no expansion. And biomass power, this is organic. Biomass is organic matter derived from waste. So the price varies depending on the sources. So some from house waste, and some from the isn't it? And this type of energy shows slow expansion, only 10%. And in total, about 90%, the capacity increased by 90% before compared with before the level before the new policy. And the 90% of the expansion was occupied by solar power. So the expansion was very biased. And still, despite the rapid expansion, still renewable energy accounts for only 3.2% of total energy supply in Japan. So basically it's quite a low level. And there are some problems in each energy source. So solar has basically successful in expansion, but it has also a problem. So, I missed an important word. Increase in cost. Electricity prices. So the price set for solar power is very high. Usually, it's as twice as the average price the consumer is paying for. Consumers are paying for electricity. So the more the solar increase, the more you pay.
You're at 7 minutes.
Okay. And it also has a technical problem, it's fluctuation. The power generation from solar power fluctuates in frequency and voltage. So it affects the stability of power grid. And wind power has a different type of problems. So government requires an environmental assessment before building wind power plants. And so it takes a long time to start the wind power plants, usually from 5 to 8 years. And also wind power has a problem of fluctuation. And geothermal power has a technical difficulty and regulations. About technical difficulty, it's very difficult to predict whether you can hit the power source heat in the ground, under the ground. So you have to test, repeat. You have to repeat, try and error, and it takes a huge money and regulations. So most geothermal rich area is in national parks. So basically the development in that kind of area is prohibited. And now the government is trying to deregulate the development, but it will take time. And geothermal power plant also needs environmental assessment and long lead time, over 10 years. And biomass has problem in stability in fuel supply. So the quality of fuel varies very gradually, and sometimes the power producer cannot keep getting enough stock of fuel. And usually people don't like that kind of power plants to have nearby their area. So this is the conclusion. What is necessary to promote renewable energy in Japan? First, long-term political support. So, to keep the feed-in tariff policy and deregulation. Because most renewable energy requires a long time to develop and start operation. So, if the government doesn't support this kind of energy, no one wants to invest in it. And balance. And next problem is balance. Next necessary thing is balance. Promotion of renewable energy and minimization of cost. So today, renewable energy accounts for a very small proportion of total energy supply. So the problem is not large, but as this kind of energy expand, the problem of cost will be a little larger. So the government needs to review prices and in regular intervals to set the appropriate price level. And the final is research and development in technology. As you know, this type of energy is developing in a sense of technology. So like hydropower and thermal power, like gas and coal, is conventional type of energy and highly developed. But renewable energy is not so matured. So the government needs to support the investment in this area. And thank you for listening my presentation, and I'll be happy to answer your questions.
One question.
Thank you for your presentation. I have a question.
Yes.
What's the public opinion towards the renewable energy in Japan after all the high cost needs to be transferred to the customers?
Yeah, they are basically welcome to renewable energy, but now they are recognizing the cost is very the cost can be very high, so the attitude is not changing.